This is the Fox 5 News Block.
New York City loses control of Rikers Island, a judge ordering outside officials to take over the troubled jail. And day 2 of testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Star witness Cassie Ventura taking the stand. A couple of big stories to get to every one afternoon. I'm Antoine Lewis. Welcome to the News Block. The longtime girlfriend of Combs testifying about her music career, the start of her relationship with Combs, and their sexual encounters. Stephanie Bertini is live in Lower Manhattan with details from inside the courtroom. Hi, Steph.
Hey, Antoine, good afternoon. So Cassie and Diddy had a very public relationship. They were together for about a decade, as many of us know. And overall, today in court, Cassie described that relationship as a mix of good times and bad times. I'm paraphrasing here, but she said the bad times included physical altercations. Now, she told the jury today their relationship overall was tumultuous, and you can see some sketches out of the courtroom. You see Cassie, she is pregnant. Her legal name, Cassandra Ventura. As she took the stand today, she detailed what she described as a controlling relationship. As she addressed the court, Cassie was taking deep breaths at times, and sometimes she was pausing as she would speak. The two met in 2005 when Cassie was 19 and Combs was 37. He signed her to his Bad Boy Records label, and she said in court, initially it was a professional relationship. She says then it turned into more. When shown still images from the 2016 security camera footage of Combs beating her at a hotel, that video, if you remember, it went viral after it was released last year. Cassie said prior to the altercation, quote, "We were having an encounter called a freak off and I was leaving there." When questioned about freak offs, which are central to this federal case, Cassie said she was barely 22 years old when Combs first asked her to do them. She said, quote, confused, nervous, but also loved him very much. She said these freak-offs would entail hiring an escort and, quote, setting up this experience so I could perform for Sean, Cassie said. And she also said freak-offs became a job where there was no space to do anything else but to recover and just try to feel normal again. Cassie also said that during the relationship, while she is an artist, there wasn't a lot of time for her career. That's essentially what she said in court today. Now, Cassie overall said it was difficult to say no to Sean Diddy Combs. She sued him in 2023, alleging years of abuse, and while they settled right away, excuse me, it opened a window into what now is this very high-profile case, Antoine. As you know, Combs is maintaining his innocence. Back to you inside.
All right, Stephanie, thank you so much. Breaking news at this hour, a federal judge has ordered an outside official to take control of Rikers Island. In a ruling just released, a remediation manager will be appointed to make decisions regarding the jail and to report directly to the federal judge. It further states that the manager would not be a city employee. This order comes nearly a decade after Rikers and all other city jails came under federal oversight after a class action lawsuit was settled. Switching gears for a moment and taking a live look outside, and it's just dreary. Audrey, what is going on?
I know. We were spoiled this weekend. We had beautiful weather. We took it right into the start of the week here, but now we've kind of turned things around. It's cloudy, it's damp across the region, and we are anticipating rain on and off throughout the rest of the day today. Temperatures right now are mostly in the 60s. We have 65 degrees in Central Park at this hour. Visibility has been reduced across parts of the area because of the inclement weather, so that could cause you to slow down a bit, not just with the rain, but with also the low-hanging clouds, which could kind of hinder your visibility on some of the area roadways. But it's really all about the rainfall. Not all of this is reaching the ground, especially north and east of the city, but where we see the darker shaded tones, that's where we do have steady rainfall. And most of it has been occurring across most of New Jersey, actually, all the way from the northern end to the southern end here. There's a lot of moisture to work with. It's all yet to mush through the area, so we're still going to leave in the threat for on and off rain throughout the rest of the day and into tonight as well. There could be an isolated thunderstorm, too, especially south of the city. Temperatures will mostly be in the 60s as we go through the overnight. We'll be rising to above average readings, and I'll let you know when we'll finally dry out coming up.
All right, Audrey, thank you. Police have arrested a 14-year-old boy accused of shooting and killing a 16-year-old girl. The NYPD says the girl was struck in the head by a stray bullet after a fight near a schoolyard. The victim is identified as Yvette Jeffrey. Her family says that she had hopes of joining the medical field, wanting to save lives. Her grandmother spoke with Fox 5 about her grief.
No, I don't forgive you. I hold your family responsible because they should be watching you. Whoever handed it to you or you had it, I will never forgive you. I don't care. They can say I'm sorry a million times. I will never forgive any of you. Any of you.
The family goes on to say that a vigil is being planned for later this week. This is a first for New York. A new battery swapping hub is opened in Hudson Square. Now, it's meant to be a safe place for delivery drivers to get fully charged lithium-ion batteries and to get rid of their old ones. The batteries have been blamed for many fires in the city. Organizers of the hub say that this is a common sense solution.
The idea behind battery swapping is simple. Instead of owning and charging your own batteries, e-bike riders, especially delivery workers, can check out compatible batteries from a network of kiosks that are being deployed around the city.
Hammer says there will be kiosks around the city with charged batteries that drivers can access, and when the battery that they're using runs out of juice, they can simply swap it out and get a new one. One of the busiest bridges in the country now has a new path. So the Queensboro Bridge will have an additional route to separate pedestrians and cyclists. Starting Sunday, the North Outer Roadway will be used just for cyclists, as the South Outer Roadway will be designated for pedestrians. Lawmakers say this change will help keep both groups safe, preventing crashes. According to the New York Transportation, reports are that 6,000 cyclists and 1,000 pedestrians cross this bridge every single day. The president is making his first overseas trip of his second term, arriving this morning in Saudi Arabia. Fox's Connor Hansen reports on his very packed agenda for the rest of the week.
Air Force One escorted into Riyadh by Saudi Arabian fighter jets, kicking off President Trump's multi-day tour through the Middle East. On the ground, the president was given an elaborate welcome by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The two leaders signed agreements on energy, defense, and mining. They're expected to discuss a wide range of issues, but this is mainly a business trip. President Trump is focused on securing major investments in the U.S. economy. The Crown Prince has already pledged $600 billion over 4 years, but Trump is asking for $1 trillion.
As you know, we have the biggest business leaders in the world here, and they're going to walk away with a lot of checks.
Major business and financial leaders from both nations were also in Riyadh, eager to ink deals. Elon Musk and the heads of firms like IBM, BlackRock, and NVIDIA were in attendance while President Trump addressed the crowd.
The U.S.-Saudi relationship has been a bedrock of security and prosperity. Today we reaffirm this important bond, and we take the next steps to make our relationship closer, stronger, and more powerful than ever before.
After Saudi Arabia, President Trump plans to travel to Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, signing deals with each of them. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
And developing news about former President Joe Biden. During a routine physical exam, a small nodule was found in his prostate. A spokesperson said that the finding necessitated further evaluation, but it's not clear whether that has already taken place or the outcome of the examination. In February of 2023, Biden had a skin lesion removed from his chest that was a cell carcinoma. And in November of 2021, he had a polyp removed from his colon that was benign. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. All in one place, across your devices. So no matter when or where you are, it's all here. Spectrum.
Welcome back. Kim Kardashian is in Paris testifying today at the trial of the men accused of robbing her at gunpoint. She arrived this morning under tight security. In court, Kardashian described the 2016 incident, saying she prayed as a masked man approached her in a luxury suite. She also told the court that she thought she was going to die that night, as armed men held her at gunpoint, zip-tying her hands and locking her in a bathroom before getting away with over $6 million in jewelry. Most of the suspects are in their 60s and 70s and are known as the Grandpa Robbers, who authorities say are a seasoned criminal group. In a 2021 interview, Kardashian said that she had developed severe anxiety because of this incident. Starting in July 9th, AMC theaters will offer 50% off adult tickets. Okay, so this deal is only available on Wednesdays for its Stubbs Rewards program members. The discount will also apply to IMAX and Dolby Cinema on the base ticket price. The chain did not say how long the promotion will run for. Wicked is coming to the small screen, so director-producer John Chu is working on a TV special of the hit film and Broadway show. It will feature Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, along with performances by the original cast, as well as surprise guest appearances and beloved songs from the film. The one-night event will take place at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles and will air live on NBC ahead of the sequel's premiere on November 21st. The Knicks are the comeback kids, the team winning Game 4 against the Boston Celtics 121-113. The Knicks now have a 3-1 lead over the Celtics with a chance to clinch tomorrow night in Boston in Game 5. I watched that, Audrey. That was a really good game. But let's talk about this weather right now, because you were right. We were spoiled this weekend.
We were. Now we have rain moving into the tri-state area, Antoine, so you want to have your umbrella handy for the rest of the day and into the evening, too. This is all part of a system that was meandering over the southeastern states over the last several days. Now that moisture has worked its way into the northeast, and it's going to be sitting over our region, or at least the energy of it will be sitting over our region over the next several days, keeping us unsettled right through the end of the week here. So look at the futurecast, shows that we have that moisture kind of pushing in. It's also kind of diminishing a little bit in its how it's overspreading the region. So we'll see kind of the showers fizzle out and not be as widespread. However, we're going to leave in the chance for on and off rain throughout the overnight hours. Tomorrow, the clouds linger. We'll have on and off showers through the day, and that will linger all the way into the evening. And then we're going to do it again as we go into the latter part of the week. In fact, we're not really going to clear out of the cloud cover and the chances of rainfall until we get into the upcoming weekend. We could see some peaks of sun as we go into Thursday afternoon, but again, we'll still have a couple of passing showers and maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. So if you're heading to Citi Field tonight, I think there may be a rain delay at the start, and it looks like we'll get the game in possibly with cloudy conditions and temperatures in the 60s. We're unsettled for the rest of the week, but on the weekend, we'll start to see some sun breaking through.
All right, well, bring on Saturday. We'll take it, Audrey. Thank you. That's your news block for now, everybody. I'm Antoine Lewis. Thank you so much for joining us. Tune into the 5 o'clock news on Fox 5 and right here on the Fox local app for all of the day's news as it develops. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. Take your umbrellas. You heard what she said. Be safe.